Is killing our children. We're talking about accidental shootings that are happening in our very own living rooms. It's important to note that this is a story about kids and gun safety. This is not an anti-gun story. It is not a pro-gun story. This has nothing to do with gun rights. Guns are not always locked up and put away.
He's shooting my daughter.
It took just seconds. A room full of toys, a hidden gun, and curious children. It took just seconds. Let's rewind to the beginning. 7 mothers, 8 children, all in the preschool and kindergarten age range, coming together at the Gay WWL studios for an experiment. An experiment that could save lives.
So there's no possibility that there can be an accident. No ammunition. The gun's not functional. It just looks and feels, because it is, an actual weapon.
Lieutenant Aaron McClelland with the Waterloo PD briefing the moms, showing them the gun that will be used in this experiment. He will hide it in this room. But the big question, will one of these kids, one of their babies, pick up that gun?
She's never been exposed to a real one, but I'm hoping that she doesn't start now by picking one up.
What do you think? Do you think she'll pick one up?
I don't think so.
Do I think he'll pick it up? Absolutely. Ethan has grown up with them. We not only have rifles, but we do have handguns that are locked in a safe. We have taught him to respect. Guns do not go off by themselves. You have to pull the trigger.
Do you think that she'll pick up a gun if she sees one today?
I hope not. I'm pretty nervous just because she's never seen a real gun, for one, and I don't know. I'd say no.
I don't know if she's going to think it's a toy, think it looks like a squirt gun. So I'm just curious to see what her reaction to it is, and if she knows to stay away.
Do you think that they'll pick up that gun?
Probably. Yeah. I'm a little nervous.
Do you think your son will pick up that gun when he sees it?
Yes. I absolutely do.
I don't personally think that he's going to pick it up. He'll probably want to see it because that's the type of child that he is. He's inquisitive.
It's time to find out. Hidden cameras are in place in one of our conference rooms. The moms are ushered into our master control area where they will be able to watch everything unfold live.
God! Where are the balls and stuff? I have no idea, but this is awesome. Here's balls. Frisbee! Oh, I want to play.
It took just 15 seconds.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Dominic starts to walk towards the door, but then comes back. The gun still in his hand.
Picked it up.
He still has it.
Oh, is he going to put it back?
He puts it back, but it only takes seconds before it's in the hands of another child.
Oh my goodness.
Not only does this young boy pick up the gun, he points it right at this little girl, right at her head. He points it at another young girl.
Oh, he's shooting my daughter.
He's pointing at her. It becomes too much for the moms to watch.
Seeing that pointed at my daughter, just thinking.
The gun changes hands again and again. It's waved in the air. It's pointed directly at one another.
That's typical for young kids, curiosity. Everything is a toy in their world unless we educate them and let them know that sometimes it's not.
The experiment is over, but the curiosity is not. Take a look at when I walk back into the room.
When my son was holding it.
This young girl walking towards me, holding the gun, pointed right at me.
A gun? A police gun! He didn't get that! No!
It's time for these young kids to come face to face with a police officer and their moms.
Who found the gun first? You did. What did you think when you saw it?
I didn't think it was real. I think it was just a toy.
This is a real gun. This is a real gun.
Mom, real quick, you're getting pretty emotional. What's going on in your head right now?
Watching from the room, it just happened so quickly.
This was a test, an experiment, but it quickly became very real for these parents.
And it shot somebody if it had been a real gun. And, you know,
to be the parent on the other end of that is pretty terrifying.
We haven't had that conversation, and he was the first one to go and pick it up. I'm scared. That was scary for me.
It's really made me think about a lot more watching that gun being pointed at my daughter. So that's scary in itself, but then also to watch my daughter holding that gun and waving it around when you walked in, you just never know.
There were just 2 kids who did not pick up that gun, but on this night, their moms are still very much shaken.
I was really upset that he didn't find someone and tell them.
I thought that she would be more proactive. Sorry. And tell somebody. Because that was scary for Mommy to see how quickly that escalated. So if you ever see a gun, you have to tell a parent right away.
A lot of families don't have guns. A lot of people, now we see it. You can talk to your child about a gun, but if other parents aren't talking to their kids about guns, what's the conversation that needs to happen in every single household?
Until they know that sometimes it's not a toy, these accidents will happen.
You just shake because you're like, oh my gosh, if that was real, I mean, half these kids could probably be really injured right now.
Injured or dead.
I'm still shaking.